we had company formations first, then it was announced. We fell out, each company reported something, it was announced. I'll take you into that too. Here's another story. After a few weeks in the Battle of Tarlac in the Philippines, I'm going back to the Philippines now. We were going to rest. We were shift back. The Chinese Sixth Army went forward. We replaced them in their holes. And the sergeant says, we got about 2 weeks here, so you guys want to go to Tarlac, which is about 24 miles away. You're welcome to go for a couple hours. So we all took off and went there. We took our jeeps, whatever we got, and got there. I thought, when I was a young man here, I thought Tarlac was going to be the second largest city in the Philippines. So therefore, I thought it'd be a big city. When we got there, there were only 2 side streets, a couple of shacks, and big frame buildings. There's one big school, a girls' school, I forgot the name of it, which they held the prisoners at, the American prisoners. So I sat down on a block there, and Ducky says, let's go to her house and get a piece. I said, oh, not me, Ducky. You go ahead. So he left, and I went to the other side. I sat down by a big auditorium. I could hear music coming out. The doors were wide open. It was a hot day. All of a sudden, a little girl comes up and he says, hello, soldiers. That's a pretty necklace you have. I said, little girl, that ain't my necklace. That's my dog tag. It's so pretty, shiny. Can I have it? I said, well, I don't know. I carried 2 of them at the time. One in my pocket in case my body got blown off. They find my body, or the other one. So I took the one out of my pocket and I gave it to the little girl. She smiled. I said, goodbye. She went skipping away, little. So I'm listening to music. All of a sudden, run, Poppy, run, Poppy. I said, what the hell am I running for? I just burned a whorehouse down. The whorehouses were made out of bamboo and sticks and all that, So I said, run, hell. The stage door canteen, the stage door, auditorium door was open. You'll have to rewrite this, Jackie, So we ran in there, right in the middle, in the center of the stage with 2 empty seats. Everything was crowded. We had to dig our way to it, jump our way to it. We sat right there, and two people behind us closed the door. They must have sensed some GI's in trouble, They love soldiers. So all of a sudden the door's wide open. All of a sudden everybody started yelling, hey, close that door, you dumb MPs, cussing at them. So MPs locked the door right away and took off. Then all of a sudden I'm listening to the music. I turn to the man and says, that's a pretty song. What is that? He says it's called Spanish Strife. I thought it was a band up there. There was one guy with a guitar with about 32 strings. His hands were moving as fast as they could move, playing he's playing a band. It was beautiful. So he says, what did you guys do? So I had to bullshit him. I says, my Christian friend here is so indulged in Christianity, he burned a whorehouse down. He couldn't believe what was going on. The Japanese says, you good American soldiers. About time they started sending men instead of true-ass women lovers. So, okay, the word must have got around, Jackie. They say that, when you talk to each other, but I could hear her whispering going on, when you, they must have gone to the whole place. We burned down a whorehouse, So all of a sudden at the end, everybody's clapping at the end of the session. Everybody gets up, starts clapping. Then they turn around and start clapping at us. I said, what the hell is that for? He says, you good Christian soldiers. And everybody starts clapping, rubbing Ducky's head there, good American, good American, good American. Ducky says, what the hell did I do? See, they were Christians too. They didn't want these guys screwing their women, Jackie, you know what I mean? So we walked on, when we came into Tarlac, we had to register our rifles to the MP corner there. And the truck was going to pick us up and take us back. Well, we missed the truck. So camp was maybe about 10 miles away from port, being back in there building the camp, see? So I talked to the MP, I says, how can we get out of here? He says, well, we can't take you right now, soldier, but about 5 miles off the road, we have an encampment. They're setting up a new roadblock, to find stragglers and all that. But there'll be about 10 MPs. They got Jeep. They'll take you the rest of the way. You're about 10 miles from here. Okay. So let's see where we're walking. And it gets to be night. We're still walking. All of a sudden, I see the camp. And I say, Ducky, whoa, whoa. He says, what's wrong, Poppy? I says, there's nobody challenging us, challenging us, you know, challenge you. Where are you going, soldier? So they're supposed to challenge you at the gate. I said, Ducky, can you run? He says, yeah, run like a son of a bitch. So we ran across, we ran right through the camp as fast as we could run. I said, something's terrible. And we ran all the way almost, ran 3 miles, walked almost as far as we could get. We had to go as far as we ran, you know, and walked, ran till we got there to the our post. And I remember the guy, Lutzo, says, "What's the password?" I said, "Screw you, Lutzo. Give me the captain's camp tent right away." He says, "Well," I said, "just shut the fuck up. Give me that right away." So I go there, captain tent. I says, "Captain tent, there's something wrong. Nobody's challenged us at the MP gate. Nobody." He says, "There's something wrong. My body tells me there's something wrong." Screw your body. What do you mean something's wrong? My warrior instinct tells me there's something bad. I'll kick your ass if it ain't bad. So he musters the troops, our company. We get out there with our trucks. And I said, in the meanwhile, before that, we were going off to the camp. Please call the MP, the combat MPs in Tarlac. Tell them to get some squad out there immediately, as fast as they can. He said, okay, they did that. So we meet the trucks out there. They're there already. And they says, you know what? The 6 guys we sent out and start the encampment for our new post, they're all slaughtered. They're all bayoneted to death. There's a renegade company, Japanese, running around the country. That's where they started. The tap says, your word thinks it's pretty good, you know. So it was the Filipino scout says, we can't do nothing now because it's dark. We wait till morning, and I'll tell you, this brother going, you know, he's good at this stuff, you know. So in the morning he comes, he says, there's about maybe 6 to 8 people here. They're out of ammunition, they're out of food, they're renegades. They're very desperate. They use the bayonets on these kids. They bayonet them all to death. He says, 3 of them went this way, probably 3 of them went the other way. So Captain Tate says, Herabedian, Calamagno, Thomas, the machine gunner. You guys go see if you can, this Filipino scout, he signs us the Filipino scout. We'll go around the encampment, you guys go through, follow him, the footsteps, you know. So we follow him up to the mountain, out to the mountain scene. We come to sort of, well, you know, when you walk up a hill, you know, you walk up, I don't know how to explain it. We come to a little patchway there, and it goes on to more hills. And here was a little encampment. He says, this is where they encamped, the Filipino scouts, this is where they had their first encampment because there's gusher of ice cold water coming out of the mountainside. Filipinos had a lot of gushers like that through the mountains, the high mountains. Pure water, you know. He says, okay. So we stopped there for a while, fill up our canteens, then we start walking up. No sooner we walk up that little cliff or ledge, whatever you want to call it. Hey, there were three of them sitting there, gang. I yelled, hey, you son of a bitches, because I don't know why I did that. Then he turned around and started screaming. He threw his gas mask at me. They still carried their gas mask because they thought a gas war. They thought a gas war. So I took the gas mask, I slugged it back on him. I said, you struck out. Thomas opens up with a machine gun and says, what's wrong with you, dumb son of a bitch? It's still a war. I said, well, sorry, at Southwestern High School I had how to play baseball. I said, you crazy fucking Greek. So we went on. We killed them 3 instantly. But whether the other 3 were, we don't know. So we walked on all day. Toward the evening, we came to, we walked up the hill, mountainside. Toward the evening, we came to a small ledge. We started walking down toward the lake and elephant grass. There's a big prairie of elephant grass. We could see our companies walking around from the other side. We could see their smoke spire where they're building coming around us, see? So we walked down there. We turned around a ledge like, and we come a lake, a little lake there, and had these 4 Japanese were swimming. Swimming, nothing to do. We saw the gun stacks there. I said that there were only 6. There's 4 here. We killed 3, and there's one extra gun here just in the sacks, you know. I yelled, yoo-hoo, commissar, commissar, commissar. I don't know why I said that, but they start swinging, charging at us. Again, Thompson. Oh, Thomas from Grove Hill, his ancestors were Chelsea. Opens up the machine gun, blasting wall to wall. I said, why don't you give me a chance to hit one? You're too slow. So the natives come running up to us. They're Negroes. I should get the dictionary downstairs. They're the Filipino little original people. The Aborigines about so high. They're all black. The original Filipinos. You gotta look this up. They come running up there. They come out on top. This is one of the guys dragged our girl up there. I said, well, that accounts for the extra rifle here. So we took off all the bayonets and the rifles, gave them to each man, says, go save your girl. And we're not going up there. So they did. We sat down and waited a while, all some good screaming. Ah, they're cutting them all to hell. They brought the little girl down. They sat down, relaxed, and we sat down, relaxed. The Japs are all dead, not to worry about. So I looked across, how the hell do we get across this elephant grass? The elephant grass is blades of grass 6 feet high, 8 feet high. They'll slice you off in half. You try to grab one, they'll cut your hands right away. He said, don't worry about it tonight, just sit here a while and relax. So we did. We sat there a while and relaxed. That Kalamado, go see this little girl who goes up there. He's got a sea cab dress. He's trying to bargain for a little necklace the little girl has, you know. And he's going, yum, yum, food, yum, yum, you give me what you got around your neck. And she's going, oh, present, they speak Spanish. My present for my husband. My husband says, give it to me, so I'm hungry. No. What the fuck? So I said, what the fuck are you doing? So I can't tell, show him away. Here, little girl, you keep this necklace. Here's a can of rations to give your husband. I said, Doctor, don't you understand these people? This is their country. They live here, they breathe here. They're little guys. They can kill us. They can kill us if they want right now. They got knives, all of them. There's only 3 of us. And you're right. So we sat against the embankment, looking toward the lake, smoking, and we leaned back against while the people, the Igorots, went down in there about 100 feet away in their embankment. They had a big center of fire. It got dark, see? And it's a family outing. I was surprised how they kept warm. They built a big bonfire. Then each family got together in a circle and laid on each other's neck. You know, not you know what I mean this way, Jackie. Shoulder to shoulder, you know, to keep warm. Family endurance. That way they kept warm all night long. In the morning we sat out for our barracks. Get there. That's that. That took care of that.